Next, from the capital of New York, Albany, New York, comes the poet and photographer Dan Wilcox. He is the host of the Thursday night open mic for poets in this social justice center in Albany. He is also a member of the troupe known as the Three Guys from Albany. And he's a member of Veterans for Peace, and he has published 8 books, that includes 2 of his own. Please welcome
I'm just going to do 2 pieces, one from the book and one not in the book. And I gave some of you a copy of a poem. So if those of you who I've given the script to, would you please stand? All right. Okay. And this poem, the reason I've asked other people to join me in reading this poem is because that's how this poem was written. A number of years ago, I stand peace vigils in Albany at the Capitol every Wednesday from noon to 1, and also other places in the Capital District as I can. And at one of them, I interviewed people and asked them why they were there. And that's the title of the poem. Why are we here? I'm here
because we can't stop terror by creating more terror.
Because I can't stand the thought of my tax money being used to bomb innocent people.
Because the USA should have a foreign policy that works for peaceful settlements to conflicts.
Because foreign people are people too.
Because I've been around the world being loved and returning love to all the people.
I'm here for many reasons. I'm
here
to let people know that nobody supports Bush, the warmongers and the corporations that support the warmongers.
Because constitutional rights are being destroyed, particularly for people of the wrong color.
Because I'm here, I hope it will make it easier for other people to make a stand.
I'm here to create more democracy.
I'm here
because peace and justice are human rights, not just American rights.
Because the world is hurting for lack of peace.
I'm here because I cannot not be here. Thank you, everyone. And they're still there, or we're still there, or whatever. It seems like we're always there. All right. So I thought I'd better do this poem because, you know, war and death and destruction, even the struggle for peace is serious business. But you gotta be able to laugh once in a while. And I've been to most of the peace marches in New York City. I live in Albany, so we took a train down, a bus down, whatever. And so I got down to most of the marches, but I did miss the demonstrations against the Republican National Convention that were held a few years back. That's the one demonstration that I missed. And so this poem kind of explains to you why I missed that. It's called A Pain in the Neck. I wasn't able to go to the protests in New York City on August 29th. The protest against the Republican National Convention, against George W. Bush and his right-wing agenda. I wasn't able to get on the bus that morning with hundreds of others wanting more for working people and less for the wealthy elite. I wasn't able to go to New York City to the protest. I woke up that morning and could not get out of bed. An electric spasm of tightening muscles shot up my neck, and I wasn't able to turn my head. Or rather, I could turn my head carefully, thoughtfully, to the left. It's my left. And I could look forward. But when I turned to the right, my body said no. An iron grip of pain forced me back to the left. As I sat all day, overdosed on aspirin, cooking under a heating pad, looking constantly to the left, feeling pain and restriction on the right, I thought of the protesters in New York City and hoped the whole country would avoid the muscle spasm on the right and continue to look left and forward.